What's up guys, JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 23 in my 5th annual 31 Days of Horror. This is a series in which we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October leading right up to Halloween. And continuing along here, we have Anatomy of Monsters coming to us courtesy of Artsploitation Films. This film follows Andrew, who is a sociopathic serial killer, and he is going through his rituals in his house before he decides to leave for the night. He ends up at a local bar where he meets a woman and begins to sort of woo her a bit. They kind of hit it off. They go back to a motel in which it's revealed that she might be even more dangerous than him. And what we have here is two people along the same similar walks of life. They're doing the same thing, but they're very different for the reasons why they're doing it and how they're doing it. So you sort of have this this clash between two serial killers, and it's really escalated and revealed through a lot of conversation and flashbacks about their life. The first thing that I want to say is this film definitely excels above and beyond its budget. This film is a very low budget film. It's amateurish at times, but at other times it is greatly exceeding what you expect. One of the things that I absolutely loved about this film is the conversations. I feel that with any film, no matter how much the budget is, you can always write good dialogue because it doesn't cost anything to write good dialogue. And I feel like this film, for the most part, has very strong dialogue, which definitely carries the film. The dialogue carries this film because you have genuinely interesting characters talking about what makes them tick, especially the female. I found her relationship with the boyfriend that she has a very interesting, well-acted one. It's just a genuine little love story between them, but it kind of has this interesting twist on it because she is a killer. It makes you sort of think of her differently as it's happening, and it's always in the back of your mind. But this film is definitely also hurt by this low budget because some scenes with like choreography and maybe some secondary acting is actually pretty bad at times, and that actually really does remove you from the film, and it honestly is very frustrating because this film had so many good things going for it that when that happens, it just really is unfortunate because you wanted this film to succeed because it has you so engaged early on. If I could make a suggestion, I would definitely say the scenes where we follow the lead female as a child needed to be reshot or even removed from the film because they weren't that as necessary to move the story along. Just because the scenes did not play out well, and that is my number one complaint with this film. Other than that, it definitely moves along at a decent pace. The conversations between the two different types of killers is very interesting. The location of this film, Seattle, I think that was a great place to set the film. I think that they definitely sort of got the club scene captured well in the film, and the set pieces are actually very, very nice for being such a low budget. It definitely adds to the mood and the type of film that is, as well as just seeing these characters cooking food together. It's very charming, and I was really surprised that they were able to capture that level of filmmaking in such a small film. It is not a perfect film, but it is indie horror at its finest. It seems like the director and the writer and the producers and everybody involved really cared for this project and wanted to see it succeed. And for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 6.5 out of 10. Well, that reason and the other reasons that I stated. I do think that it's actually a pretty strong indie watch. It's a pretty strong movie in general, but you know, definitely held back by its budget, but I really enjoyed this one. I've always been a sucker for the what makes a serial killer tick type of movies, so this is right up my alley. I do recommend it, but go in with sort of reserved expectations on what was capable in this film. It is super indie, it feels that way, but it also shines and exceeds a lot of what you would expect from a film that's so independent. See you guys next time with another review. Peace.